Okay, good day everyone. Welcome to another drawing session of us. And right now we are going to do a sample of a two-point perspective background. Okay, so uh, at this point I'm going to draw a community pantry, which is a very relevant topic nowadays. Okay, a community pantry in two-point perspective. So in my previous video, I created a community pantry. I drew a community pantry in two-point perspective. So sa ngayon, gagawin natin two-point perspective naman. Okay? So first, I have to rough sketch my idea on my paper. No? I'm going to draw the general shape of the community pantry. So according to my knowledge, to the best of my knowledge, the community pantry is basically squarish in nature. It's a square, the overall structure, the basic structure of it. So let me just fix my initial pencil strokes. So okay, so I'm gonna draw it like this. I'm gonna draw a cube that is oriented in such a way that looks like this. Okay, so okay, that's a cube. Now, as you can see, these diagonal lines are pointing towards this direction, whereas these diagonal lines are pointing towards this direction somewhere here. Now, if I'm going to create a two-point perspective drawing, um, what I want to make sure is that the vanishing points are beyond the paper. They go beyond the paper. Okay, so this is my main canvas right here. So the vanishing points will be here, right at this point, and the other one is outside my paper. Okay, so the reason why I'm going to do that is because to prevent any distortions of the drawing. All right, so um, the box or the cube is being viewed from above. Okay, the top of the box, which later will transform into community pantry, is being viewed from its top. No? Kita yung ano niya, kita uh, yung bubungan niya, no? Yung top niya. So, okay, so the vanishing points are right here according to the orientation of the diagonal lines. So the other vanishing point is right here. So remember, the two-point perspective, when you say two-point perspective, the drawing or the background has two vanishing points. So right here will be the horizon line. Okay. Okay, I'm starting from the vanishing point here. Okay. Then it will continue towards the other vanishing point. So it will be better if you're using a ruler that is bigger than this one or longer than this one. All right, let me just fix my wires because I'm not using a wireless headphone. All right. Okay, so here's our horizon line. Okay, and then from there, I'm going to draw some grids. I'm just gonna extend the horizon line up until here. Okay, hindi na siya masyadong makita. So, okay, from that point, I'm going to draw some grid lines that will resemble the floor. Okay, so there you go. And then let's just extend these lines a little bit more. Okay. So the other one will come from here. Okay, so let's add some more grid lines right here. So ayan ano, dinodrawingan natin siya ng mga grid lines para ano siya, may reference, floor reference. So extend lang natin tong mga grid lines na to. So ayan ano, meron na tayong mga sahig. So yan, natin na. Yan, yung isang vanishing point naman. Okay. Right. Dito na gagaling yung mga lines, no? This is where the lines are coming from. So what you have as a finished product of these perspective lines are two sets of intersecting lines. So let's just estimate where the lines will fall. Okay, let's add some grids here. It's kind of hard because the wire is interfering with our drawing. Okay, so we have a floor. Okay, this is the horizon line right here. Okay, now this is our object, our subject right here. And as you can see, um, it was drawn in a freehand manner. Now, um, these object will now follow the grid line. So anything that falls on the right side of this vertical line will follow that line over here. And anything that falls on the left will follow the vanishing point right here. Okay, so let's draw it. So let's point it towards their respective vanishing points. Okay, let me just fix my laptop. No, it's not working. Okay, so okay, so it's pointed towards this direction. So the community pantry will be up until here. Okay, so let's draw that. And then the height will be up here. So this one goes this direction. And as you can see, it intersects right away here. Okay, so there goes our cube. I mean, the other side, the one side of the cube. Now this one will be pointing towards the direction of the vanishing point right here. So, and the height will be up until this point. So this is our cube. Okay. Now, as I'm fleshing out the details of the community pantry, notice that I am gradually increasing the pressure of my pencil. Now we can see a line segment right here, and of course, this vertical line uh, extends infinitely into space. There's an imaginary line that extends infinitely towards the space. Now, this point is going to recede towards this vanishing point. So not much of my camera can be seen. Okay, so it's going to towards direction. Maybe like videos. I'm just gonna change the video setting. Maybe I'm gonna make this HD so everybody will see. Okay, much better. Okay, so I've just changed the configuration of my video. So I made it HD. So anyway, we have a cube. Okay, let me just finish this. Okay, this is one line segment. It extends to both the vanishing points. So so here's our cube right here. So we have a cube in 2-point perspective. Now that will serve as a guide for our community pantry. Okay, so I'm gonna flesh out the details, the necessary details for our community pantry. But unfortunately, I used a very heavy graded pencil. So that means I'm going to apply so much pressure in order to flesh out the necessary details of the community pantry. Now, anyway, I'm going to, well, the community pantry is made up of bamboos that are strung together, sewn together. So let's say this is a bamboo right here. So let's make it a bamboo. And another one here. Okay, so we have two bamboos and another one here. Okay, so well, basically the community pantry that I'm imagining has two floors or two levels, so to speak. And so, okay, so maybe I'm gonna draw a bamboo right here. and it recedes. The bamboo recedes towards that direction. So make it like this. Okay, you can put some shades there. And of course, the outer bamboo will be here. Okay, let's put some contour lines on our bamboo just to emphasize its three-dimensionality, or rather to make it more three-dimensional. Okay, so there we go. That's our bamboo. Then let's put another, maybe another bamboo here. Okay, and another bamboo right here. Maybe we can use some rulers if you want. So yeah, you can use rulers when fleshing out the details of your object. And here goes another bamboo right here, which cannot be seen. Okay, it also recedes on their respective vanishing points. So there we go. Now there's another bamboo here, but I'm just gonna draw it lightly because I'm going to put some objects in the community pantry. So again, these bamboos right here, they follow those vanishing points that I have drawn earlier. So another bamboo is right here. So as you can see, we have basically two sub levels here in our community pantry. And of course, this one, we have a bamboo right here. So, okay, let's just put it right here. All right. So there's another bamboo right here, a bamboo pole, and another one here. Okay, so let's put some shades. Let's put some contour lines. And another another one here. So I'm just gonna draw this lightly because I'm gonna put some objects right there. So that's our basic structure. Now I'm going to put some objects in our pantry, which is quite a difficult undertaking. So so how do we put it? All right, so okay, there you go. Maybe I'm just gonna put some watermelons right here, just like the one I did with my previous drawing. Okay, those are watermelons in rough sketch. Let's put some dried fish right here. So I'm sketching them lightly first. Then later on, uh, I'm going to darken the details. Okay. Maybe let's put some vegetables or bread right here. So maybe just erase that. Okay, so we have a tasty bread here and maybe some fruits right here, some oranges and apples. Okay, so this one maybe we have some kamote here or potatoes. Then we have some vegetables. Okay, so right now I'm going to darken the details of the content of the community pantry. Maybe I'll have to erase some of the excess lines, which I actually drew earlier. Okay, these are the watermelons supposedly. Maybe they don't look really like watermelons, but let's just imagine that these are watermelons. Okay, I'm gonna darken the details of the content right here so as to be able to make it visible. So these are the small fruits right here. Those are, we can assume that those are apples and oranges. So some fish are overflowing right here. Okay, so we have another fish right here. We just erase a little bit of excess lines. So sometimes you'll be needing to erase some excess lines because what happened was I use a very heavier graded pencil right away. So it's advisable to use when you're rough sketching. It's advisable to use a lighter graded pencil first. Now the reason why I use the heavier graded pencil right away is because uh, it is visible to the camera when I am demonstrating. Okay, so maybe we can add some paper bag here, whatever that is. And another one, some paper bags. Okay, so this is our community pantry. We have some potatoes here. So, and some vegetables right here. Okay, so, okay, um, let's put some canned goods right here, but I think I should darken this details right here. Okay, so far, this is what we've done. Oh, can you guys see it? Okay. So let's put some canned goods here in our second floor. Some cylinders. Okay, so we have canned goods right here. Um, all right, so then we have some eggs right here. Then an assortment of goods right here, whatever this is. Maybe those are sachets. So, okay, so here goes our community pantry in 2 point perspective. Okay, so let's just darken a little bit those details. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna erase some excess lines here. Okay. All right. So there you go. That's our community pantry. So maybe let's add some uh, things right here, like the placard. Okay. So the placard will, okay, this high, probably up until this point. So, okay. So I'm just gonna decide where to put the stand. So probably it's situated right here. And its its height is up until here. So just gonna put some grid lines. Okay. And of course, the stick has a volume. It has to be three-dimensional, of course. Okay, this one should follow the vanishing point. Okay, so this is the placard. Okay, that one extends up until that vanishing point. This one extends up to this one. So we have this. Okay, so that's our signboard that says magbigay ayon sa kakayahan or kumuha ayon sa pangangailangan, magbigay ayon sa kakayahan. Okay? Kumuha ayon sa pangangailangan. Okay, magbigay ayon sa kakayahan. Okay, so that's our community pantry in 2 point perspective. So I have a very large sketch pad here. So okay, so let's put it in a sidewalk. So I'm gonna sketch some details of the sidewalk. So Okay, so we have the sidewalk here, which cannot be seen by the camera. So I'm just gonna concretize it. So maybe there's a sewerage system here, a small sewerage system. Looks like this one. So yeah, let me just erase that. Let me just improve on it. So I'm gonna shade this one just to add some drama into our drawing. So I hope you can still follow, even though I'm having a difficulty talking while drawing. Medyo mahirap talaga mag-drawing habang nagsasalita. So, pero sana nakuha ninyo yung proseso. No? So, nag-umpisa tayo sa rough sketch. We started with rough sketch and then little by little we progressed with fleshing out the details. All right, so there you go. So it's our community pantry. Right, what else? What else can we add? Maybe we can add some wall right here. Okay, so there you go. There's a wall right here. So uh, I don't know what to put in that wall. So maybe I'm just gonna draw some boxes here that also follow the the vanishing points. So I'm just drawing them in freehand, but make sure they also follow the vanishing points right there. So you have balikbayan boxes here that contains donations, maybe canned goods. I'm gonna make them canned goods. No? Gagawin ko silang canned goods para mas madali silang i-drawing. Okay. Yeah. Meron pa ditong box dyan. Hindi lang nakikita. Then another one here. Okay, there goes your boxes. Okay, so what else can we add? Maybe we can add some sacks of rice here. Okay, so these are the sacks of rice, just for additional details. So we can darken the uh, these details as we flesh out the nitty gritty details of it. I'm so redundant. So, so ayan, yan yung ano natin, yan yung sako ng bigas natin. No? Marami nag-donate. Ayan, no? So ito yung sidewalk. Kita ba? Hindi masyadong kita. So, okay. This is supposedly the wall. So I'm just gonna shade it. Okay. Just to make it like a wall. So ayan. No? Wala na siyang pader. So there you go. Okay. So there you go. So that's our 2-point perspective community pantry. So I'm just putting some shades just to add some depth to it. Okay, so all right, so here's our community pantry in 2-point perspective. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to this video session. This is actually a continuation of our previous demonstration, uh, demonstrating how to draw a community pantry in 2-point perspective. So right now, I'm gonna add some details with our current drawing. So what I intend to do is to put a wall, a conceivable wall here at the background, or rather behind the community pantry, the table. Okay, so well, as you remember, if you can remember during the previous video, I actually put the vanishing point right here and the other one right at this point. Okay, so right now I'm going to add a wall on this community pantry. So first things first, I have to decide the height of the wall. So let's say the wall will be this high up until this point. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw a vertical line there, lightly. Okay. Okay, now this point right here, it goes towards this direction, towards the vanishing point right here. Okay, so okay, here comes the line. So I'm gonna draw a line here that will resemble the the wall. Okay, now it will continue this time around. It's not gonna recede at the second vanishing point, but rather continue endlessly up until here. So this is our wall. Okay. Now, probably I'm gonna erase some details. I mean, some grid lines in order to show clearly the wall. So maybe I'm just gonna erase some portions. Okay, my pencil fell. All right, so that's our wall. And I can't find my pencil. It's right here. Okay. So, okay, so this is going to be our wall. And probably I'm gonna add some details here, like the post. Say there's a post right here. And of course, that one will recede towards the vanishing point. Okay, and probably we have another. So it will just continue up until here. So I'm just trying to play with some details. These are actually unplanned details. I think I made it a little bit nearer to this one, so I have erased this. Okay, so anyway, may mga poste yung ano natin, no? Yung pader natin. So siguro lalagay natin siya dito, no? Tayo pa natin. So, all right, so that's our wall. So what we're going to do is write this corners right here will recede towards the vanishing point. Okay. Now we have to cut these beams. These are actually beams that support the weight supposedly of the wall or the fence. So let's decide on the thickness of this thing right here. So okay. So there you go. You have that beam right there. Okay, maybe we can add some more beam here. And of course, they recede. The line segment here, the corner there, also recede towards the vanishing point. So it's important to use really long rulers sometimes. So this is the wall. Okay. Okay. All right. So what details can we add? Maybe. uh, okay. Maybe we can add some bricks. So it's important to use some rulers. So there are some hollow blocks right here. So let's add some shades just to emphasize its three-dimensionality. Okay, so there goes your wall. So I'm just gonna erase some excess lines. So let's add some shades. So we have a wall behind the community pantry. Maybe what else can we add? So I think we're good with that. Maybe we can add some lamps here. So maybe we can add some circle here. And of course, it has to follow the vanishing point. Okay, so this is our background in 2-point perspective. Okay, so let's add some cracks here just to add some drama to our scene. there goes your 2-point perspective scene. We can add, maybe we can add some trees here. Depends on your taste. All right, so there you go. So that's our background in 2-point perspective. So again, when you say 2-point perspective, it has two vanishing points. This is my other vanishing point, and this is another vanishing point right here. Okay, so right here, it's beyond my main canvas, and sometimes you have to add some papers on the side of your main canvas in order to put the vanishing points. Now, the reason why I put my vanishing point outside the paper is for me to prevent distortion on my drawing. Okay, so there you go. That's your background depicting a community pantry in 2-point perspective. So up until next time, goodbye, and I hope you learned a lot.